The last best of 3 in Group A. Tomorrow we are going to continue with Group B. But here we have the leader of the group at this point. Starting to the top of the map, it is the MVP Zerg, the final boss. It is
MVP DongRaeGu.
DRG. If he wants to take the first spot in the group, he has to win this. And this is important, guys, because the winner of each group is going to end up in the semifinal right away, whereas rank 2 and 3 will be in the round of 6.
Yeah, the round of 6, that cross match where the players face each other and then go into that final round of 4.
Bottom of the map, we have the Pink Panther starting for Startail. One of the strongest Protoss in the world. He is
PartinG.
He's parting the roaches.
Parting the roaches.
Moses would be proud.
Parting the group. Not parting his hair.
Nope. Well, we have him with wins over Hero, with another win over MVP with a 2-0. He only lost to Lenok. That's the only best of 3 that he was not able to win. DRG versus PartinG, man. It's gonna be good.
Yes. Very good. By the way, we have a gateway build. Kind of weird. Little bit strange. A little bit scary. We're gonna get through this together. Hatch goes down. Actually, Hatch first.
Yep, indeed. And as soon as PartinG is going to scout this, he will be like, why? Why did I not start with my forge?
He could try to punish with another type of build, though. Yeah. Like an Immortal Push, which is quite known for. Or even a 4-gate can work sometimes against this type of play. Not necessarily when someone goes for gas to follow up, though.
Yeah, the funny thing about the 4-gate follow-up is that a lot of players actually don't even know how to defend against this anymore.
Yep. Gotta make a lot of links, gotta make sure you shut down the pylons, and then get your roaches out if you can. It's always weird. It varies from time to time based on what type of 4-gateway aggression you face.
So PartinG knows what's going on here, and we have him, of course, immediately with a follow-up with his own cybernetics core. The probe is still around, trying to have a quick poke here, but yeah, without the forge, he can't drop anything, and DRG is already with the Overlord in the main base and knows exactly what's going on here. He sees it.
Yep. Probe verifies the gas, wants to see how much is being mined, so far only 40. Just a little bit of information about the matchup statistic here. DongRaeGu overall actually doing better in the GSL in this particular matchup than PartinG.
Yep.
Overseas, though, PartinG has shown a lot more results that is not listed here. That's only 7 and 5 wins, that's so little.
Especially in China, man. Shanghai, that's his home turf.
Yeah. Both
tournaments, guys, if you don't know, BWC Grand Final and WCG Grand Final were held in China.
He won both, and as such, as Gom listed earlier, he's the only player to win 2 different qualification rounds to get here.
Yep. The map win rate is a little bit better for DRG, 17 wins and 8 losses. And usually when you have a map like this in a normal game where the Protoss player starts with a Forge first, which this map is kind of known for the problem for a Zerg player to keep his third safe. 2-base timings are really popular, and usually a Protoss player tries to go into the high ground at the third base and take it down. But as long as you defend the third, or the Protoss tries to go into a third base, later on in the match, the Zerg has an edge.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And I wonder how PartinG is going to approach this. You know, he's gone into we're now into the stage where we probably see a Forge go down next to the gateway. He's actually going to add a 3rd gateway in the main first.
Yeah.
He needs to get the Forge, not really because of cannons necessarily, although cannons will become important a little bit later, but to get that +1 out, because without that, all of his pushes are a little bit weaker than they should be.
Yeah, that's definitely true. The +1 just helps the Zealots, especially with the 2 hits against the Zergling. They don't need 3 hits anymore. That's so important.
I say there, but it's actually the main.
Yeah.
Not there. That's where sentries and a gateway are.
It's actually scouted. The Overlord sees it.
Yes.
At least I think so. Overlord's getting in there. Yeah, you will in a second.
You will see it.
He knows what's coming. At the left side of the map currently, we have the 3rd base for DRG now coming up, as you would expect on a map like this. And this is only the first one. We have a best of 3 between these 2 guys. And, well, the main question is really who's gonna take it. There comes also the Robo for PartinG.
Yeah, that's PartinG's favorite weapon. This is most dangerous.
You know, with the opening that he chose, his tech is a little bit faster.
Yes,
that's something to consider here.
+1 for Zerglings coming out for DRG now. I guess starts the second Evolution Chamber.
+1 attack for PartinG, also on its way.
A little bit late because his forge is so late. Where is going to be the tech for DRG? Not where, but what. And how, also. How is he going to execute it against possible pressure from PartinG? PartinG could also just take a third base with this. With his late +1, that would not surprise me, especially with the sentry count he has now.
He has a lot of sentries
He's
here.
pushing that probe. That probe didn't want to go out there. Probe's like, I don't belong out here. I'm not a soldier.
Wait a second. No. I want to be a sentry. Yeah, you got that right. But right now, I'm still a probe. There comes the Observer now for PartinG. Sends that out already. And a second one immediately, PartinG style. That's what he uses against Terran all the time. Here comes the tech for DRG, going right into lair.
And PartinG's going to take a third base. That's what the Observers are for here.
The last game that those two guys played were, I think it was in the GSL, wasn't it? Where he played on Abyssal City with the Immortal push against DRG. A lot of patience by PartinG and actually won the entire thing with those good force fields that he had.
Yeah. The Lynx can actually attack the rocks, and that angle looks a little bit weird.
Yeah, that's a little bit awkward, but well, it seems to do the trick. And there's the third base.
Yeah, third base goes down. It's not spotted yet, but he knows that it's coming. Robotic Support Bay comes down as well. DRG could be attacking on more Lynx, but he's going to actually just run away now. Lair's finishing up, +1 finishing up. I think we're going to see Infestation Pit as soon as that Lair is done.
The harvest account for DRG is now at 61, roughly the amount that you want when you go normally into a few units to make sure that you are able to counter a push of your opponent. But this time we have the expansion. That's a lot of Zerglings.
He really wants to force this down, but the rocks are not even close to being dead yet. +1 on the Lynx just finished. That's going to help kill the rocks faster. But he's going to be chased away here. And all these Lynx are not going to be very useful against this many sentries in a good defensive position by PartinG. He's even making a gate now. I don't know where that Overlord just died, but that sounded nasty.
PartinG has a very quick Colossus here. That would help him a lot against the Lynx. There's so many Zerglings for DRG, and he goes right into the Spire.
Yeah, he's going to 63 Lynx. When I saw +1, I thought maybe he goes Spire, but just feels a little bit weird the way he's doing this, but it can catch a player like PartinG off guard really easily.
He tried to play a similar style on Cloud Kingdom, or should I say Hero Kingdom, against the Team Liquid Protoss.
This is a great amount of Zerglings here, and he's going to start to do some damage with
the Colossus, though.
Yeah, he needs to split the Colossus towards his third base, though. He's actually going to lose power of these gateways.
Yeah, that's annoying. Nice force fields here at the bottom, but still a lot of Lynx, and they are taking down a few Harvesters, while the rest of them are being set up to run into the main base if there's an opening.
Yeah, he repowers the gateways with 2 pylons, in fact. DRG just trying to find that opening. He makes more and more Lynx. He's actually now up to 69 Lynx.
This is so different from what DRG PartinG played at WCS. Yeah, very different style.
He doesn't normally play like this. This is actually pretty old, this style, where you take a third base and make the gateway wall.
He kind of makes it work, but he needs a weapon against these Zerglings. And yes, he has already the first Colossus out, and the second one will follow.
We're going to see 14 mutas at once coming out for DRG. As soon as that Spire's done, it's finished. He actually can make 15 now.
And PartinG has to wonder, what do you do with all your gas? 15 Mutalisks are being built now. He's trying to completely blindside him and catch him with his pants down.
He sees the Infestation Pit.
Where's the Spire?
I'm trying to find it.
He hit it at the right side, top
so
right.
He thinks Infestors, but it's not Infestors. He's already seen the Infestation Pit with the Observer. Everything that PartinG has seen leads him to believe, okay, Infestors. He does not have Blink. Actually, he does have Blink. My mistake. But he doesn't have a lot of Stalkers. He only has 7.
The Mutalisks are on their way to the bottom right, and still no clue for PartinG.
No cannon, nothing. He has no expectation.
He doesn't even have Blink, right?
He does. Actually, he does have Blink.
He researched it already?
Yeah. Here come the mutas coming into the main base. The probes are in trouble here.
Oh my god. Oh my god, he doesn't even realize that he's under attack and he's losing every single one.
He was focusing on defending those Lings with force fields. That was a perfectly timed attack by DRG.
Ouch. This is doomed. He actually takes down the robotic spay. He will be able to kill it if he focuses it down, but he decides not to. He could have cancelled extended thermal lance. He just goes into the third now. Oh god.
That may be insignificant if there's no Colossi left to use thermal lance on.
He goes into the third. Now the force fields are working in favor of DRG. The Colossi, they crush it. The third base is going to die here. He just trades, and the Mutalisks are now sniping every single Colossus.
Not enough anti-air.
This
The Lings
has to be game.
The Lings
Look
come
at this
through.
army.
And
It's
you're right,
evaporating.
man. The army of DRG is just barely able to push through. It's the perfect composition.
Ouch.
He's going to be able to target down these last Stalkers. It looks like he's dancing with the Mutas.
He takes down the last Colossus, and there are still 16 Mutalisks against 9 Stalkers.
42 Zerglings to follow this up.
And the Zerglings, they are the nail in the coffin. The Mutalisks are already making sure that the Zerglings have a
Even
good
if
day
he loses every Muta.
GG. Well done. He hit his tech and he takes the game. DRG is now on a +4. +4 in maps. PartinG is down to +1. Could still end up being on +3 if he wins the series.
You know, DRG just does not look emotional at all today. He looks completely unaffected. It's like he's removed it all.
Yeah.
It's really impressive to see, actually, the difference in him today and how he looks sometimes when he loses or even when he is in a stressful situation like this. Big difference you can see.
What map do you choose when you're PartinG? Entombed Valley again? He used the same map against Lino?
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, it's the best map, I think, right now to pick in general in this pool for Boros vs. Zerg.
We don't have a Hana. Would make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I mean, Hero shows Hero Kingdom every time.
I think we'll see something different. I think we'll see Entombed Valley. You know, he's not Hero, and the PartinG style is a little bit different. Cloud Kingdom could work, and it is Entombed Valley he chooses. You got the lobby invite.
If DRG takes this game, then DRG takes first, Lino takes second, and PartinG takes third in the group. Give you a bit of a heads up.
Oh man, it's time. This could be our final game, but DongRaeGu takes out PartinG here. It's a good map for PartinG though. What is he going to choose? What strategy are we going to see from PartinG here?
Entombed Valley for PartinG. He really likes those gateway attacks on 3 bases. He's really fond of them. Third base is easy to take on Entombed Valley. One of the main reasons why Protoss players choose this map against Zerg. This could be our last map, guys. The last map in Group A at the Blizzard Cup. Maybe.
DongRaeGu showing some emotion, being very lighthearted. The same of PartinG. This is so important for both of these players, though. DRG wants to swim, but PartinG, he really needs it. This is the GSL 2012 Blizzard Cup, cast by Counter and Wolf.